think, are we live? I think we're live.
I think we're live.
We're live, baby.
We live, baby, yeah.
What is up? This is the Amuse Me podcast. Oh my god. Season 2. Season fucking 2. I am just going to say to you guys, thank you for the subscription. Thank you for watching. You guys are awesome. I mean, I can't even believe how overwhelming I've gotten with just the 8 episodes. I mean, this is number 9 here, and it is just going to be off the chain. That's all I have to say. Is it's just going to be legit.
It's gonna be unreal,
right? So we got in the studio today my friend, your friend. Let's introduce this guy. His name is Brenden.
Brenden Jones Insight.
Oh, there you go, guys. That's handle for you guys right there.
Ooh.
Handle.
Mm-hmm.
So what?
Some knowledge.
I know, right? That's all. Just let them know, man, because like that's what represent, right?
We representing California and New Mexico over here.
There you go. Right? The California, dude. Oh my God, that shit's crazy. I've always wanted to go there. Man. Tell me about it, man. Tell me about California. Where were you? Where'd you reside at?
I'm born in Santa Barbara, so, right by the beach, basically. Always sunny, always nice. And then, I moved up to, like, some country-ass town, some small-ass little town. So, then, you see all the green in California, which is cool, too. But then, yeah, man, I took a turn and then moved up here because it's better living. It's cheaper.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So like, how long were in the first area of California? Like, I mean, you visited the Bay, right? You visited Los Angeles.
Yep.
You've been down the Strip.
Yep, man. I've seen it all. San Francisco is San Francisco's dope, man. It's overpopulated. There's a lot of shit to see though. Same with kind of LA. LA is really fucking crazy on traffic and all that crazy shit. But other than that, there's a lot of cool shit there. Yeah.
What's give me a I don't know how I guess in California, like what's something up there to do? I mean, I've always dreamed of when I go to California, it just hit the music scene, like just blow that shit up. Like,
oh yeah, dude, the music scene's popular out there, honestly. Well, I mean, everybody's doing it, but I mean, there's a lot of places to get, like venue. You can get a lot of shows booked in like LA if you really want it. It's not too hard to get all that. Like it's, if you know the right people, then they'll make it happen for you. But you just gotta know the right people. But yeah, man, it's easy to spread your music there, really, because if you're in California, then you're in the right place. So it's definitely got a lot going on for the music scene, for sure.
Is that like one of the most populated places you've been to? Let's say, like, have you ever been towards the east, maybe?
No, I've never been towards like the east. I mean, I've only gone to like California, Oregon, and New Mexico and Arizona. So basically, just the states kind of right around California. But I want to go to New York and check all that shit out one day. And
that seems legit.
One day.
Nice. So, I don't know. Let people know more about yourself. I mean, obviously, I met you through my friend. I was like, hey, you shouldn't. My friend's like, hey, I know this guy. He's cool. He does raps. He's all about music, and he's like, we should talk. And then look where we're at now on the podcast. Like, what got you into music, man? When did you start? How long you been doing this? Like, I want the spiel. I want it all.
You want the story, huh?
I want it all.
Oh I man, I've been doing music since my freshman year. I mean, I've been rapping since my freshman year. So, I don't know how. I'm 23 now, or turning 23. So, however fucking long that is, so good. Yeah, probably 8 years rapping or so. And I started basically with just like a couple kids in high school. We just made a little group, and then kind of got big around our small little town. And then from there, I just kind of went off on my own. I mean, we got like SoundCloud, so you can find some of our music there and shit. But
nice.
Other than that, I'm trying to do like solo projects and shit now. And I got a lot of good connects to fucking people in LA, for shows and things like that. Like these people right here east of the river.
There you go.
Los Angeles, you know what I mean, right there. Check out their music scene. They're really crazy. They would promote me more if I fucking would actually show up. But, working on some shit. But, yeah, I got some of their producers that actually produced me a full album this year. So I got probably a 17-song album coming out at some point this year, whenever I get all my equipment set up here in New Mexico. So
nice.
Gonna take that time to focus here and then get that shit out. But yeah, man. I mean, really, I just been fucking writing kind of nonstop for years on end. I just kind of
So you have material on hand, just ready to
like,
go into the studio.
Yeah, man, like essentially hundreds of raps written. I just fucking, I mean, I've been forgetting shit over the years because I just get stoned. But other than that, dude, fucking, yeah, I mean, I always got shit on hand, always, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome, man. Mm-hmm. That's sick. I mean, rap isn't the only thing you've done, though, right? I mean, you've also worked with some other types of music, played with other people. Mm-hmm. Like, give us some of examples of that.
I mean, like drumming, things like that, man. I mean,
you drummed
for a couple years,
damn.
Probably like 3 or so. But I didn't, I kind of just took a turn right into rap as soon as high school hit. So, I just kind of went right that way. But before then, yeah, man, wanted to be in a band. Other than that, I just made a fucking rap group. So that worked out better for me somehow. I mean, I don't know, I just kind of drifted more towards rap. But I mean, I've done a lot of odd music, man. Just over the years, a lot of it's kind of gone because it's just so old throughout the years. But I mean, you can still find some of it here and there on some of our websites or throughout Instagram or any of that shit.
Nice.
Social medias,
One of the main reasons why I ask is because like I'm also a musician. I like to play and shit, but I feel like I get overshadowed all the time by like some kind of rapper or rap group that like. It's so weird, and I feel like it's more of like a genre based thing. Like maybe if it was in a big different area, because like I don't know, if we play a show downtown and we'll play it at a bar at Bert's, good metal night, okay people, but then obviously across the street, they have somebody hitting the mic, and
it's got everybody pumped.
There's all kinds of people there, and I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, I feel like if you took your music probably down there, I think it would definitely do you better. I think you would attract more of a crowd, especially because I've sat there and listened to you play guitar, and I've sat and done my research, man. And I'm like, hell yeah, dude, you can play. I just want to hear your whole band as a fucking whole, and hear you guys fucking shred and see what you guys are all like as a collective.
Hell yeah! Well, we should have a show coming up sometime here in March, like in the middle of March.
Oh fuck yeah!
So I'll let you know, man. I'll get them tickets going and fucking. We'll come on down.
We'll start hitting them concerts. Hell yeah.
That's pretty sick. And you could I don't know because you don't know the scene so well, but the promoters and stuff do everybody.
Right.
So you could put your name out there, just introduce yourself, and one of the guys that we work with, he like books everything. His name is Mike Steezy.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's totally like
big. He's pretty big here.
He does good shows. He does some rap, does some rock, does some punk stuff. And he's just an all around nice promoter. So. Shout out to you if you're listening.
Fuck yeah, shout out to you.
So just saying on that end. So yeah, man, got to come to the show. Come check it out.
I'm down. Definitely down. Definitely down to get into you guys' music scene and see what you guys got going on here. Because, I know it's a lot different than California, but I know you guys still got a lot going on. So.
And hearing the stuff you're telling me now, you're born to play music. Like you sound like you want to do it. Like you've done it for so long, and you just something you do. It's like it's not a hobby. It's more like a lifestyle.
Exactly. That's exactly how I look at it. It's just something you kind of give your life up for at some point to just kind of go all into. So yeah, man, it's definitely an investment for sure.
Sweet. So I don't know. Well, how was your day, bro? What did you do? What's going on, man?
What's going on?
Unfortunately, the podcast was a little bit later. That's just on my end because of the work and stuff. But I mean, still getting out to you guys. You guys still watching this? But yeah, man, what's up? What did you do today? I mean, we kind of started the conversation a little bit, but I wanted to save it because I don't know anything about lizards. Like, my God, man, lizards are they're legit, man.
They're the shit. They definitely are ill.
So what were you looking at again?
All right, so like this thing, I don't really know. It's like a frog fish thing. It's an aquatic type of animal. It's an axolotl. I don't know. It's a big ass name too. But yeah, man, it's basically you got to search that thing up, AXOL something model. It's definitely a crazy looking thing, but they're pretty tight, and I'm getting one tomorrow, so we'll see how they are. We'll see.
So I've
never had one before. No, I just have been seeing a lot of shit about them on the internet, and I've just been like they look tight. So I thought about getting one, and apparently they're really easy to care for. So I was like, hey, because I'm not really a cat or dog type of person.
But lizards work.
But lizards and amphibians, fuck yeah.
But there's certain lizards that do need a lot of care, though, right?
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure. To me, I think it just comes natural. I've always kind of fucked with lizards, so like, we have like 4 at home, so
It's easier and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. 4 lizards?
Yeah.
What are they? Like, they're all different types, right?
No, they're just all the same little type of geckos, man. They got the little sticky hands and shit, and big ass eyes.
Oh,
They're cool.
That's
they're cool,
legit.
man.
Names?
Who? Okay, all right. We got Bernice Jaundice.
What?
She tight. We got Montgomery. He's our love child right there. And then we got Sun God. You know what I mean? And then we got probably fucking. It's probably in between Lemon Drop, but we'll see.
You're still
Lemon Berry Squeeze maybe.
still debating on what it's gonna be.
Still debating, right?
Nice. Well, I hope it goes well. I hope you get the lizard and it's all cool.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to start some breeding shit for them.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm trying to breed them all. That way I can start, making a business out of it.
Wait, breeding? What? Wait, yeah. I'm a little confused. So,
yeah, man, you just breed a whole bunch of fucking lizards and then sell them on the internet and.
So wait, when you're breeding the lizards, are they like the same types of lizards?
Yeah, they're like the same types.
Oh, I see this axolotl. There it is.
Yeah, and just depending on what they are, that you can get banked. Basically, I don't know.
Yeah.
To me, I just feel like I want to do stuff with animals, and I don't fuck with snakes or spiders or too much of anything. So I'm like, all right, just sell lizards. And
just work with lizards.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
And aquatic things too, right? Like aquatic fish and stuff like that. You fuck with that?
Yeah, all that stuff too. If I can, eventually at some point,
Get a nice little aquatic tank.
Aside from all the rap stuff, be into some animal stuff.
What is that kind of study? What do they call it? Like a marine biologist or something?
I guess so.
Like some kind of like
some type of marine biologist. I don't know, I just like to study animals and see what they're about, and I don't know. That's kind of like a side hobby, I guess.
That's legit because when I first got an animal, I was always a cat person. So I've had cats growing up. My mom and dad always had cats and shit. And just like about 2 years ago, that's when I got BB-8. I got her, and I've just fallen in love with the dog, man. Dog is just like, there's sometimes where she frustrates me, rips up the couch or like might poop somewhere in the house, and I'm just like, what the fuck, dog? This shit's not cool, even though you shit.
But you're like, it's still there.
Yeah, because like,
her shit.
dude, because that feeling when I get home is like nobody else is waiting for me like that. It's legit.
That's true. She always loves you, which is crazy.
It's fucking weird. I've never felt like that, like a dog owner that does that, because you always hear those stories. They're like, oh man, my dog, and it's like I have this feeling with my dog, and I was like,
and you actually had that connection with her, so now you understand.
I feel it. So I've always been an animal person too. Like, animals are awesome,
right?
Legit. You want to hear a crazy thing?
Yeah.
There's some certain animals like us. That only have sex for pleasure.
I can see that.
That's fucking weird, dude.
Yeah, because like dolphins and shit.
Yeah, because there's other animals that they're like, I need to reproduce. I know what I need to do. That's my job. But no, other animals like us, we're just like, I just gotta get my rocks off. It's like, what the fuck? It's weird. That's weird to me. When I found out that fact, I was just like, what the.
That is really weird. I mean, that just means they have some type of conscious,
Because then you think of other ones that, like, there's other animals out there that kind of sexually reproduce themselves, like reproduce.
That's really weird to think about, like seahorses?
Kind of, like the seahorses where they do the opposite, but there's actually other animals that don't even need anything. All they do is produce it themselves.
Like which ones?
Like I would have to look up an animal like that,
but yeah.
There is an animal that like literally just reproduces with itself.
That's pretty fucking weird.
And it's crazy. We got Cat Princess here that's saying hi. So we got shout out. Thank you.
Shout out.
And then Danielle is on here as well. Thanks for watching. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, we got a couple people.
We're just fucking talking about animals. I mean, what the fuck? Just random subjects that come up.
The axolotls.
I know, dude. That's
right. That's pretty tight.
I see it, and it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I need to get a better setup so that the audience can see too.
Oh, yeah.
But there's like certain copyrights and stuff that YouTube fucks with. So like I'm still learning on that end. So there's obviously some songs I can't play.
Right.
There's even certain people's names I can't say.
Right.
Because of certain reasons that it's like, oh well, if you're monetizing off of that, we're gonna make sure you're not monetizing. Or if it's like somebody that's like controversy, then we should just take that video off because we don't want you saying that at all.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Where is the free use in that? Like, what happened to freedom of speech? What's up, man?
There is no freedom of speech. Anarchy.
Don't you feel like your music, like you shouldn't be judged on anything you say?
No, that's why I say everything and anything.
That's
precisely.
That's what it's all about, man.
Yeah, man, it's all about that freedom of speech there. You know, it's a good outlet for that.
Have you ever had to deal with the fucked up law in a fucked up way?
Yes, from my music, yes, when I was in fucking high school.
Tell me about it. All right, we all want to hear. Tell us about it.
So senior year, I wish my homies were watching this because they remember. I'm sure they do. But
shout out to the homies.
Shout out to the homies. Senior year, we basically were making music. You know, basically getting into a whole bunch of like shit with everybody else who rapped in the town. You know, rap gangs versus rap gangs, all that bullshit.
Damn.
And then, you know, basically we dropped a mixtape in high school that just like offended the whole fucking school. And then one day, you know, they pulled me and my buddy into the office and had like a couple cops. And they were just trying to talk to us, you know, basically about how it's like slander and all kinds of shit. We can get charged. And I was like, I just told them exactly. I was like, this is freedom of speech. Basically, that's kind of all I said. And I just told them we won't drop any more songs until our senior year's over. So then, yeah, like the last day of school, we just dropped like one more song, basically saying fuck the school. And like, yeah, you know, we still graduated. They still let us. But we had an extra credit for our mixtape in high school, which was crazy. But yeah. Basically, we had to talk our way through that and all kinds of shit. It was crazy.
What?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. What was something vulgar in that? If in those lyrics that you remember, do you remember something? Obviously,
I always remember. Yeah, I mean, but
obviously, it was something that like they were pissed. They were pissed. Obviously, they're just like, we can't have this around the school.
We were just, you know, those angry little teens who were talking shit about anything and anything. And
you drop anyone's names in there?
You know, subliminally, that way we wouldn't get like charged. You know what I mean? So we had our little ways. We cut out your name, but you knew the whole song was about you.
Damn, that's actually pretty cool. That's sick.
Like sometimes mention teachers like names in them and shit, and just man, it was the IFK, man. The Infamous Crooks, that's what we used to call ourselves. Yeah.
How many of you were there?
Good, probably like 4 or 5 of us, like 5 total. You know.
You guys ever switch out every once in a while?
Yeah, like we had, you know, we were all just kind of interchanging in songs and making them throughout the years of high school and just working on it here and there, and different collabs and features and seeing, you know, who we could and couldn't rap with through the towns and neighboring towns and figuring out who raps where and just really getting into the music scene. I mean, we got a couple show offers and stuff like that at a really young age, but I don't think any of us were really ready, so we were making a lot of noise for sure.
Damn, man, that's
sick. If you go on SoundCloud, type in SMO23, you can find all, like, well, some of my really old music, it'll say like 6 years ago, 4 years ago, I don't really know how long.
But it has the hits.
Yeah, it has the old hits. Some of them, a lot of that shit's kind of dead and gone because we've deleted like our traces of our music. And so I guess, well, back in the day when we were making mixtapes for people, I guess we had a couple of shirts out, you know, we were trying to get there for sure. So I'm sure people still have our mixtapes, maybe some people in the world, maybe.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What do you think now? Like, do you feel like your music is like, was it more raw and more like, more in your face back then? Or do you feel like it's gotten more mellowed out and like,
yeah, most definitely. Like, it was more, I had the energy back then for sure because, you know, I was just hyped, but I didn't have like a
rambunctious teenager.
I was just starting out, so I didn't really know quite what I was doing. And then as, you know, as these years go by, I've calmed down, but I'm more focused. So it's like, you know, it all goes hand in hand, I guess.
What are some of your influences? Like, what got you to want to do that stuff?
Man, I mean, the people I listen to, you know, for one, and then I guess it would be my surroundings too, you know, like, you know, you just kind of steer towards, you know, it's the only thing I'm good at, so it's like, you know, you just steer towards what you're good at in life, and that just happened to be something I was good at. I was just writing these little rhymes, so I've never stopped, basically.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you keep going at it, I mean, you never know what will hit.
True. That's how I feel.
That was always like my biggest ambition too. Is like when I'm making music, I'm like, you never know what would hit. Like I do have a song with like this dude I worked with on SoundCloud where it's like the cheesiest romantic, just like stupid yuppity shit ever. Like, you know, like have you ever heard of a band called like Never Shout Never?
Yeah.
Something like that. You know,
right.
I mean,
but still,
you never know.
Right.
It
What's
was
gonna blow up?
Yeah, it was fun making. Don't get me wrong. Has some pretty like cheesy ass lyrics,
but still, it's the idea of just making something new and new to you, and yeah, man. And especially if it does blow up, then you can make that whole type of style of music, and it'll go somewhere for sure.
It's crazy.
Right, man.
So like recently, I've been watching. Do you know? Well, I've been into a lot of fucking weird ass conspiracies. You into conspiracies?
I'm into conspiracies.
You know what's a good one? What's one that you're into?
Ooh.
What's one that really fucking grinds your gear? That you want to know about?
Ghosts and shit.
You're a believer?
I mean, like, I believe ghosts, but I mean, like, you know what I mean? I mean, it's all, I guess it would be all a big conspiracy at the same time, too, you know? But yeah, definitely.
Do you have a ghost story?
I have many ghost stories, man. That shit's fucked up.
Tell me one. Tell me.
Oh, dude, I wish I could have brought my phone. I have a picture of one.
What?
Yeah, fucking freaky as shit, man. Like, one day I just got the weirdest feeling, and I was, like, up in Oregon. I was in my friend's room, and he was taking a shower, and it was, like, late at night, and I just, like, reached my hand out of his door and took a picture down his hallway, and the hallway was, like, pitch-ass black and shit. And on his recliner chair, there was like a black ass fucking ghost with its hand over the recliner chair and shit. And I was just like, I'll show you one day, man. That shit's crazy.
Oh my god, we'll have to put it. You'll have to show me.
I'll have to show you, man. It's clear as day. That shit's fucking freaky. But yeah, man.
Because I mean, you obviously somebody with like rational thinking or a scientist would be like, it's obvious play a trick with the lights, or
that's what I thought.
The angle of the way the phone is obviously creating that kind of structure of.
That's what I thought.
But
I took two pictures back to back, and the first one is the same place, and then the second one is fucking that thing with its hand and shit. I just the hand, man. I can't forget the hand.
That's crazy, man. I've never. I just don't believe. It's not that I don't believe in ghosts. I've never had an experience. Nothing's ever like gone to me or like that's made me believe in ghosts. I mean, you never know. There might be spirits wandering, energy, always some kind of aura around. But I mean, that's crazy.
I mean, I've had some weird ass experiences. Like maybe because of my homie. I think he's cursed or something. But basically, like our freshman year, we played with a Ouija board, and some chick, she stuck a pentagram in my hood while I was playing with that shit. And I don't know, I thought, like, you know, some demons were after me and shit after that. But, you know, you can never really confirm anything with ghost shit, you know. It's all just, you know, it's like maybe you're just tripping yourself out. Sometimes that's what you think, you know. But, yeah, man, my homie had this haunted house. And he got a medium to come over to his house, and she was like, oh, hell no, your house is, like, fucking crazy haunted.
It's creepy.
Yeah, and she was, like, saying that shit's, like, following us, and it knows who I am, and all kinds of fucking crazy shit, and a lot of crazy ghost experiences, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I've met people just in the exact same sense where they're like, I've never happened to me. Nothing's ever happened. But then there's other people that have, like, dude, I've dealt with ghosts. It's the scariest shit ever. Maybe it was friendly. I don't know. That's just trippy as fuck. I mean,
I believe it if I can get, like, real evidence, you know. That's about it. Like, if I can get, like, mediums or psychics or people who can actually be like, I can see and hear and talk to that motherfucker, I'll believe it. But, you know.
I mean, there's some skeptics out there, right? Like, have you ever heard of the guy named John Edwards?
Mm-mm.
He's, like, this guy who, like, kind of did this thing where it's cold reading, where he kind of, like, tells you kind of what you want to hear, where he's like, I hear, say you have a group of like 50 people, and all you say, just out of nowhere, I feel Michael's presence. You look at all those people, one of them's going to give a reaction. They're going to be like, oh, he said Michael, that was my great grandma, or like that was somebody related to me. And then obviously he's gonna key in on that section and be like, well, Michael saying something about money, that money's gonna be safe, and then the person's gonna be like, I've been crying about my money for years. How did you know that?
Yep, it's just vague kind of.
And it's so, but he's been famous for so long. Well, he actually, after 9/11, like, there's another fucking conspiracy right there. After 9/11, he stopped he was like just gone. No, he never did that again. It was weird. It was like he tried to do it to 9/11 victims, and they just were fuck no. That's your bullshit.
They knew they could see his bullshit that he wasn't a real psychic. Yeah, exactly. I don't even know if I really do believe in psychics either. You know, I've yet to see one, so that's you know, I mean, it's all kind of just vague assumptions. I feel like they just kind of put everything out there, and they can make you believe. You know,
What, like 9/11?
Right, exactly.
How do you feel about 9/11? I have to talk about it because, like, when I was younger, I was totally convinced that fucking the government is gonna take over. They control us with money and, like, you know, the fucking highest conspiracies out there. I still kind of have that kind of feeling, but you know, I'm older now, and it's just like, what am I gonna do about it? It's just ridiculous. But
how do I feel about 9/11? I mean, I don't know, man.
here's another question. Before you feel, how old were you when 9/11 happened?
Fuck.
That was in 2001.
I was probably in like first grade.
Damn. Do you?
So I was. No, I mean, I don't actually like remember it going around now. But I mean, as I grew up, you know, you just hear about it. So
That's crazy. Cause like I guess because I'm older than you, but like I was like in 5th grade when that shit happened.
So that's actually big, you know, right? Because I'm sure everybody was fucking panicking and
people freaking out and shit.
Thinking that that the government's fucking corrupt or that they're gonna get bombed by fucking Arabs.
That was pretty crazy in itself. What about this other thing that is pretty? It's pretty trippy to think about. The government is always watching us on any kind of thing. The smartphones, like right now.
I believe it.
You think so?
I believe they're always tapping in or can tap in or have their ways to, you know, monitor you in a sense. If you get too big for your britches, you know, they'll put a stop to you if they think you're, you know, saying something too real.
And that's kind of weird to say too, because like I'm not gonna start fucking just saying all kinds of like hate speech or anything, but like I'm pretty sure they would catch with keywords, like, you know, once a word came up like on their ends, like beep 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 beep, and then if it came up more than a few times, then it'd be like, maybe we should go check this thing out.
Like they have some way to radar that, or I think it's just social media, honestly. Like whatever you put out there, you know, you'd be surprised how far it can go. And I think exactly, it just, the bigger you get, the more of a threat you are. So, you know, the more of a voice you are. So that's kind of, I feel like that's what they don't like, is the amount of money you can generate. I think that's what it all revolves around.
So you think they might have done that to actually famous people then? That, like, you know, they knew way too much, or they were like trying to influence the people in a fucked up, better way? I don't know why I said fucked up, but
I think they let you be famous if you can be famous in the right way, you know.
Because, I mean, obviously, another fucking conspiracy, the Tupac and Biggie thing.
Right.
There's that. There's, like, obviously, either the government killed them, or there's the other, I don't know. It's just...
I think that could be government related, most definitely.
You think so?
Yeah, you know.
Because, I mean, they had millions of people that listened, that even listened to like anything they said. If they literally were just like, we should rise up and be more of a free people and fight the power, maybe they probably would have had to deal with something that they couldn't handle.
Yeah, exactly. He could build an army in a sense if he felt like it, you know. Most definitely. I think that's what that kind of is, you know, when you have stadiums full of people, that's kind of like your own army right there in a sense, you know. Yeah, he was most definitely powerful with his words, I could say that. But, yeah, I could definitely see him being killed because of the government, you know, right place, right time, and then pinning it on other people and this and that. But,
that's some weird shit, man.
I think they've done that to a lot of powerful, you know, artists, so... I think it all just depends on who gets too big for themselves.
And it's crazy to think about, too, because, like, no matter what, there's always, I don't know, something that happens that just influences you. And, like, they also say the government introduced crack cocaine into the, like, inner city youth and stuff. That's what killed them from the inside, because the Black Panthers wanted to rule. And, you know, that's just, it's crazy to think about that.
It is. I could see the government importing cocaine, though, you know, or like major drugs, or letting, you know, drug traffickers keep kind of doing what they're doing. Maybe they're paid off. That's kind of what I think. I think everything revolves around money, so I think they get some source of income from it all.
Speaking of money, what do you think of the whole Bitcoin thing?
Ooh. I think it's definitely a good way to make money. I mean, not really a good way to make money, but I mean, if you know how to make money on it, then you can. I feel, but I've never personally used it. It's like kind of like PayPal in a sense and all that shit.
So,
how do you feel about it? I mean,
it's gonna take over, maybe.
right. That's I feel like that whole market is you can make as much money as you feel if you know how to make it. Basically, if you're smart enough to know how to use all that, or have some sort of business online, which is like basically what I want to get into, is just kind of all online businessing, whether it be like merchandise, in the near future for shirts, things like that, CDs, stickers, all that shit. Yeah, to geckos online, hell yeah.
There you go, right? Shout out AB14. That's my brother. Hi.
What's going on, man?
Love you, Hammy. That's what she said, or they said.
That's my sister. Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
I thought that was going to you. I was like, oh, you have a brother? Oh, nice, man.
Yeah, I have some siblings.
Siblings. How many siblings you got?
I have 3, but sadly, one passed away.
Oh shit, man! I'm sorry. How'd that happen?
It's some pretty fucking real shit, man. He actually killed himself.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude. It was pretty. I was about fucking 15, and he was 13 when that shit went down. It was crazy. It was a hard experience in my life. It kind of brought me down. That's when after that I started playing music. That's when I got the guitar. My parents got me a guitar and shit, and I really got more focused with trying to do more of that shit. So it was
turning point.
It was a very very different for me, because I don't know, I don't want to preach about how shitty my life was, but I mean, my parents weren't the best, and
that was only added fucking.
It just got worse.
Right, icing on the fucking cake for you, basically. Right.
And it's funny to think about, because everyone has this experience. They always end up who they're gonna be because of what happened.
Exactly.
And it's weird, because everyone tells me wouldn't you want to change your life, or wouldn't you want something different? And I'm like, I don't know if I'd want that, because what if I was more of an asshole, or what if I was more uptight about money, or what if I was just a different person? I mean, I feel like I'm a pretty chill, laid back, nice person. I get along with a lot of people, but just imagine if my parents had a different influence on me, where they were like, oh, we'll let you it's just a different thing.
Live that in a sense normal life, or have all those gateways and opportunities to,
or who knows? I could
be the same person.
I could already be a wannabe Joe Rogan because of my parents' success. Who knows, man? It's just it's troubling to think that it's a bad thing, because it's not. It's never. The past is the past for a reason. It's what you do to make the future better is what is better.
True, man. It's about not being stuck, or it's just about moving forward if you have the plan to move forward, I guess. But I feel like that comes to you when, in your life at some points, it's gotta, everybody goes through their own motions, so it's kind of, it takes you a while to become who you're supposed to be.
Exactly. So, and it's just life. That's how I see it. It's just life is a fucking amazing journey, and obviously I met you out of it, and it's crazy. I would have never
guessed right.
On my podcast, fucking crazy. In this room, I've never would have guessed any of this.
Man,
so
awesome.
This whole aspect of it is fucking awesome.
It was
Let's stray away from the motivational talk now, you guys. If you feel happy, be happy, because we're happy. How do you feel about our president? Are you a Trump supporter?
I don't support the government at all.
In general.
You know what I mean? Because anarchy.
There it is. There it is.
The smallest tattoo in the world.
You have another one right here too, right? On the forearm.
This is Cloud.
Nah.
Yeah.
What else you got? You got any more?
Oh, wait. I know you had a picture of Cloud up somewhere. Where did you go? No, somewhere. But, any more? Yeah, I got an orange on the back of my ear.
Oh, yeah, I do remember seeing that on your Instagram. I do remember.
Yeah, that little orange.
Is there a story behind that?
Yeah, man. It's basically for like me and my wife. We She's like a lemon, I'm an orange, you know what I mean?
Oh,
It's basically just like code talk
cute.
whenever we almost
Cute.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, she's got like a little lemon tattooed on her ankle, basically, and then I got an orange tattooed
So
on
that's
my
like a
arm.
nickname for you guys.
It's just more like it's just like code, basically. Whenever we talk on the phone, like basically whenever people be around, or she would like be walking through a room or like crowded area or something, she'd be like, I'm orange, hold on, or I'd just be like, I'm lemon. So just kind of like when I lived in California, that was all we did was talk on the phone, and then I moved up here. So I mean, you know what I mean? It has its meaning.
That's cool, man.
Not only that, man, I grew up on Orange Street. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, there you go. There's it is. That's sick.
represent that Santa Barbara hood.
Take the street sign. Orange Street.
Orange Street.
No, it had to have been Avenue.
I'm also allergic to oranges.
No, what?
It's a bad combo of things.
It's like a relationship, a meaning, and a sickness at the same time.
Orange. It's now just a motto.
And that's crazy, man. Oranges are the shit. It sucks.
Yeah, man, oranges are dope. I don't drink orange juice though.
What? Well, you're not supposed to drink orange juice.
Yeah, I guess not.
They're like, they say like too much concentrated drink of that's too much sugar for you, man. You're supposed to eat an orange just straight off, peel it, put it in your mouth, get all the fibers, get all the other nutrients, not just straight up sugar juice. I mean, I don't know. I listen to Joe Rogan's podcast way too fucking much, dude. I've always fucking... most of the topics that we're talking about now are shit that he's talked about, so that's why I just bring him up, because that's my go-to guy.
Right, man, I feel like we're just on like a whole, we're just laddering, we're just stepping through the stones,
right?
Stepping stones.
Something get off of there.
This is all real, Joe Rogan. You don't have nothing on this.
Joe Rogan, I love you, man.
He does love you, but one day, we will be bigger.
Yeah, dude, that's
in our own lanes.
Dude,
we will all be successful.
That's a compliment right there. Dude, we have to work together on some music.
We do. I'm definitely feeling that. You gotta. I know, because I know you can produce. I know you can make beats. I haven't heard too much, but I know you're capable.
Yeah, I have the equipment.
Right.
Dude, I want to do some shit, man. I want to bring back ska. The ska music, man. I want to bring back fucking Sublime. I want to bring back those nice reggae beats with some nice intricate lyrics to them,
Mm-hmm.
I want that shit. Cause like, the song What I Got by Sublime?
Yeah.
That middle fucking verse is sick. Well, life is so love the one you got, cause you might get run over or you might get shot. And dude, the thing is and then it just goes back into a flow. Everyone just going, love and dude.
He just had, he had the right. He could move the crowd, most definitely.
That's crazy. Have you ever? Did you hear the new guy? What's his name? Fucking Rome, Sublime with Rome.
Yeah.
How you feeling that?
I kind of stopped listening to him. I think I've seen him perform like once where I live in California, but other than that, once I dig the Sublime album, the one that he put out, before way back, but yeah, I don't really know. I don't really listen to Sublime and Rome now. I just don't. I'm not with that too much. But I don't know. What they're really doing. Or I haven't really checked into that type of music in a while. I guess.
Same here. Like I've gotten into like I don't know. I listen to too much crazy shit. I listen to Korean pop sometimes.
What?
You ever hear any of that shit?
Nuh-uh.
Dude, that's some shit right there. I have to play something then.
Maybe I think I have like I used to live with a bunch of Koreans basically when I worked in,
were they gamers?
No, they were like all kind of like grown people that worked in like
accounting probably.
all sushi chefs and shit.
What? That's even better.
Yeah, it was cool, man. I used to work in a sushi bar when I was a kid, but I was like 18 or so, but yeah, man, living with them was crazy. I mean, they used to listen to like a lot of Korean pop and shit I didn't understand, and we'd just be driving with them to work and shit, and always, would catch glimpses of that kind of music, so it'd be cool. Most definitely, it was a good experience,
Because it's so weird to hear the influences of the other world, because like
it is.
What I've come to understand is like to give it the category of Korean, all you put is the K in front of it, and then you can call it Korean rap, Korean rock, Korean pop, Korean jazz. That's why the whole
Yeah.
K-pop, K-rap, K-jazz,
Mm-hmm.
and not only that, it even goes farther than putting J-rap, J-pop. That's a whole different like country, you know. It's weird how they can distinguish those two. Like, do we like I don't know who's a really shitty rapper? Pitbull, like Pitbull.
It's a good one.
You know how he does that? Like how he does that whole
Yeah.
like he pretty much is like a wider range of like he appeals to America and he can appeal to the Latin crowd as well.
Right.
But in Japan or in Korea, it's like K-pop and J-pop. Like there's no middle grounds that I know of that they maybe collab together or have shit that goes on together.
Right. I doubt they do. Yeah. You know, because I don't think they like to intertwine the culture.
That's weird.
That is really weird to think about, though. You know, but I wonder if they do have American shows there. You know, they probably do.
Like that they watch.
Or like Pitbull. I wonder, you know, if like he ever would go to Korea, that type of shit. Like if he ever has shows there out in their
Fucking, he thinks he's too badass. I hate fucking. Don't get me wrong, that stupid song. What is it with Neo and some other persons? Like, God, I can't remember the song now.
Fuck, man.
That's
exactly what I had in my head, but I didn't know the fucking lyrics.
Yeah. Everybody sucks, so tell them, hey, give me everything tonight. That one.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool. Don't get me wrong, but then fucking, you think about it, just like fuck, Pitbull, you're so fucking what the fuck.
I'm just not a fan, man.
You're not.
I'm not. I just don't fuck with a lot of radio music. It just gets me, man.
I'm kind of the opposite. Like I love catchy and poppy things. Don't get me wrong. I love the intricate, beautiful. Like, have you ever heard of Immortal Technique? Hobson, Swizz, Jared Benton, you know, these amazing underground rappers. And then I kind of like fucking Pitbull sometimes. I like to listen to that song fucking for whatever reason when fucking, what is that song called? Timber or something by Pitbull. And
I don't think I've heard it. I don't know.
I shouldn't even be referencing shitty ass fucking radio music.
I was like, well, I just, you know, I really just haven't listened to I've just been in the underground for so long that, you know, I just take a peep to see who's hot still. I'm like, okay, you know, exactly, Pitbull's still hot. You know, Drake, he's still doing his thing.
Kind of. Fuck no, dude. Look, don't even get me started.
Everybody's still there. You know, they're all fucking, they never leave the radio. It's the same people it's been for years.
Retarded. Yeah, fucking. I don't fuck with fucking Drake or anything like that. The whole being a like, you know, like this. Have you ever heard of his show that he was on called Degrassi? Oh my god, I just want to give him so much shit that you were just like this fucking
Wheelchair Jimmy,
child superstar, and then all of a sudden you just want to be this hard rapper now. It's just like, why? That doesn't.
It doesn't. I mean, unless you're like earning your stripes and, you know, doing dirt. I mean, I think he just does dirt money-wise. Like, he just, like, funds a lot of fucking things, and that's how he earns his stripes. Like, they're basically robbing him blind of all of his money either way, because he makes so goddamn much of it. But other than that, you know, I mean, yeah, it definitely fell off. Drake, it's just, he's too mainstream for me, man. I can't listen to it now. Fuck that.
What's so here's a question. If I just threw you the aux cord, what would you hit? What would you put on? What would something start bumping?
Man, you gotta
shout out 10 viewers, thank you.
10 viewers, sick. Man, the aux cord, what would I bump? You know me, I'm a fan. I mean, okay, you want like a little more mainstream, not too underground, like J. Cole. You know, I love J. Cole. Okay, all right. You know, I feel like I'm glad that they put him on the map for sure.
Yeah, because he was like, I got introduced to him kind of late, but yeah, I didn't know anything about him. Like,
and definitely, it's people like who have fucking carved me to be a better rapper. I'd say too. People like that. He's made me have better lyricism, for sure. You know, him and a million other fucking people.
You ever fuck with old school rap?
Like, oh yeah.
KRS-One.
Yeah, not so much like KRS-One, more just stuff like Big L.
Big L.
And you know, digging in the crates. You know, more like Big Pun and all that type of shit. And You know, just kind of like, yeah, basically all sort of binary star, fucking gangstar, you know, all those motherfuckers. Yeah, all good scene of music.
How did you feel, since we're on the rap subject, how did you feel about the introduction to the gangster rap when fucking Eazy-E and them started fucking talking about the hood and shit? Like
since that's been trending kind of for the last couple years.
I feel like that the transition from like bomb diggy bomb the bang diggy diggy but from fucking I'll slit your throat, I'll cut your mom, I'll cut everybody dead because I'm black and I'm bad, and dude, that's intense. How did that transition happen?
Man, I think it's a culture. You know, they
oppressed, you know.
Right.
They really needed that anger, right. Bring it out.
Yeah, make the music more raw, and you know, stand for something, be a little more harder, and yeah, man. Now it's just all fucking mumble rap, which is crazy. It's hibbida 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 hibbida. You know, it's just the fucking crazy fast rap now. Basically, that's all it is. So it went from, you know, having hood ass real lyrics like, you know, fucking Eazy-E's type shit to now you have Migos.
And I kind of see what you're saying too, because now you hear that stupid that 3 beat kind of thing where it's like, I just be talking about things that you want to be doing and I be going crazy, right. Something like that, where it's like really simplistic, and it's like it's so compared to something like Biggie or Pac that used to do, where it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna time change, I'm gonna put 6 words in one line and make it all work together.
Metaphors, similes.
Oh, dude, it's just intense. Music is intense. I love music.
Yeah. Man, I love the study of it, the art of it. Really, it's an art once you have your own formula.
Shout out to Batman, the Dark Knight 101. I'm Batman. He just had to put that on there. We see you, we hear you.
We see you.
Yeah, we got you.
We see everybody. We see all 10 of you.
All right, man. Actually, no. Let's give me a second for this segment. This segment's gonna come up here in about 5-10 minutes.
Hell yeah.
But this segment's coming up called Rapid Fire, where we're going to go deep inside of Brenden. We're gonna find out what you think.
Oh damn.
So keep
crazy ass.
Yeah, wait for that. Everything on that's gonna be awesome. I don't know, man. Just it's crazy to think that California now is like weed legal.
Yeah, and I fucking moved right when it happened. I mean, I always move right when weed gets legalized everywhere. But yeah, man. I mean, no matter what, you still gotta have your card. So it's kind of like the same thing here in a sense too. It's just we have better humidity, so your weed is a lot more wet. Basically, that's the only difference there.
What do they say? More density?
Yeah, more density and just like more sticky and wet, but it's still the fucking same thing. Basically, it's literally still the same high. Even like it's the same. So you know,
they just need to like stop fucking with their shit, make it legal everywhere, right?
Yeah, man.
Dude, Colorado has it right, dude. Colorado knows what's up.
Yeah, I tried to go to Colorado a couple weeks back, man, and I got fucking 3 tickets on my way up there because I was fucking trying to get some bud, and I was just like, fuck this shit, and turned back and came back here.
So wait, you didn't even make it up there?
No, dude, I got like an hour out, an hour and a half, and I was fucking going 15 over the speed limit in I was going 65 in basically a 30-40 mile zone, and the motherfucker clipped me and pulled me over.
What?
As soon as he pulled me over, I tried to talk my way out of it. No, so as soon as I couldn't talk my way out of it, he wrote me 2 tickets, and then I fucking turned back around. As I was coming home, I was watching my speed the whole time. I was going with another car, like 80 for just like a split second. I was like, what if I get caught right now? And then a fucking cop was behind me, and I got lit up. And I was like, I just got 2 tickets. Can I not have a third one? He's like, sorry, you gotta do you, homie.
Damn.
So I was like, fuck, dude, I just wanted to go to Colorado and get some weed, but now I'm going to pay for all these fucking tickets instead.
Yeah, I couldn't even get what I was going to pay for because it's all on fucking tickets now.
Exactly.
Damn.
Exactly.
Where, do you remember where it was at? Like,
fuck, no.
Little town, little fucking.
Little town, a little ass town, yeah. I don't remember what it was called. No.
That's
fucked
funny,
up, man. You New Mexico cops are assholes.
Are you gonna you're gonna try to do another trip, or?
Maybe at some better point in time when
They said, Danielle says Cuba.
Oh, Cuba. Okay, well then yeah, she knows. Fucking, it's Cuba apparently.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay.
thanks for the fact.
Cool.
Fact checker right there. Yeah.
Yes, relying on you for in the facts.
That's awesome, dude. Like, I went to Colorado and it was fun, dude. Dude, it's so
Did
legit.
you get some weed?
Yeah, dude, it's legit. Show them your ID. Bam, right there.
And that's it.
Yeah, I don't even have to worry about where my ID's from. They're just like, dude, you look 21. Your ID says you're 21. Here you go. And I was with a group of friends, so obviously we were able to bring it back. It wasn't too bad. I mean, we got done going to go see a fucking Metallica in concert.
Ooh, that's pretty tight.
So we went to go see them. Oh, dude. It was the first time they played at that stadium, the Denver Stadium, whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. The Mile High Stadium. That's what it was. Fucking, how much does it seat? 50,000 or
that's crazy.
500,000. I'm not.
So was it packed when you went there? Completely?
It was pretty packed, but it wasn't like sold out. But it was legit.
It's pretty
fucking rainstorm happened. They canceled the show halfway through, and then they just waited. They waited about like 20 minutes, and they came back out, finished their set. But it was legit. I've never seen Metallica before, but they're already like overrated to me. I love they're a cool band and everything, but they're just like, I don't know.
It was
like,
just more of an experience.
Too radio friendly for me.
Right.
That's just like that. I don't want to fuck with that no more.
Exactly. I could see that.
Shout out True Warriors.
True Warriors, whoever you be.
No, King. Sorry.
King.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's some crazy shit, man. We should actually smoke up some.
I'm down.
Oh man. I wonder where. I have my assistant out there, my homie Tony. If you're listening, you're badass. Thanks for helping. He's helping out with the dog, man. Like,
you the shit.
Yeah, cause like I didn't want her fucking with us, you know. I just wanted to have a legit conversation, get everything situated. Hell yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. And everything looks good, man. The setup is clean. I don't know if everybody can see all this art, man. Breaking Bad, huh? Yeah, that originated here in New Mexico for some Californians that are listening.
Close that right away. See, it's gonna
boom.
There it is.
Look at that. Yeah, Breaking Bad up there. Boom.
I'm just a nerd. Have you ever seen Breaking Bad?
Yeah, man. I watched a lot of it. I don't remember what I cut out in the seasons, but I watched a lot of that.
You have to finish it, man.
I have to finish it. I really do have to sit down and watch it all again and really go through it. And I went to Old Town here and saw some, of their merchandise for fucking Breaking Bad and all that shit.
Did you get any candy?
No, I just got like some postcards and stuff for my family. Which reminds me, Amy, Johnny B has a postcard for you, so keep that on the DL, but eventually, just get that shit from him. Yeah. But yeah, man, just basically got some gifts for my family and stuff like that.
Do you remember Gustavo from the show? The chicken man, the guy who owned the chicken store?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I actually, I got to meet him.
Oh, what?
I went to a Comic-Con and
oh shit!
I met him there.
How was Comic-Con? Oh, that picture, huh?
Yeah, right there. He's signed and everything.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool, man. He's a nice guy.
That's rad as fuck.
He doesn't speak Spanish, which is crazy because like in the show he does speak Spanish, but as an actor he just learns the line.
Oh shit!
So he doesn't know it.
That's crazy. He's just good at remembering. How does he not know Spanish though? You figure him saying the lines over months and months he would maybe pick it up, but I guess not. Because
when I first met him, that was the first thing I was like, I introduced myself in Spanish, and he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish." And I was like, "What? Dang, that's a disappointment."
Oh, that's great.
But yeah, that was pretty sick.
Man, that's awesome. That's still how I was gonna wait. Comic-Con this year, you went like, was it a couple?
Oh, that was a long ass time ago. For that one, because I go every year. I'm a fucking nerdy shit. I mean, everything in here is probably. Dude, this is a podcast. Someone's asking what's the deal with the stream. He's new here. This is my guest Brenden from people coming in. I'm getting some glitching here. I see it on the screen, but you know what? It's cool. We're gonna just do the robot
with it on them glitches.
Yeah. So yeah, dude. Fucking. Have you ever been to a Comic-Con?
No, man. I was gonna go to the one here like a few weeks back or a month or two back, but Yeah, I ended up getting pizza instead.
Wow.
Yeah, I did. Because I didn't know anything about it. I was like, well, I don't really know, how it's gonna be here. I don't know anything about it, so I didn't know, But
You never been to a Comic-Con out there?
no, I've always wanted to. Though.
Oh, dude, I want to go out there for a Comic-Con, dude.
I mean, what I've heard is big. It's super big. Everybody in California pays like $200-300 to go, or
It's the biggest Comic-Con in the world is San Diego Comic-Con.
Right.
So
that's
that's where people like reveal like movie trailers like that year and like the best panels of like the best artists there. It's like you come to this Comic-Con and you get people like Danny Trejo. You know who Danny Trejo is?
Mm-hmm.
You get people like Sting from the WWE.
Right.
You get people like he gets a lot of Walking Dead guests. He's gotten Herschel.
Oh shit.
He's gotten some of the kids. He's gotten Carl.
Oh, that's pretty tight.
So
Carl's a badass.
he's gotten some people here. He's pretty cool. I don't remember what was his name. Jim Burleson, I think. Shout out to you for sponsorship deals. Just kidding. But yeah, dude, he's a pretty cool guy. Like he gets a lot of cool sis.
Man, that's pretty rad.
Yep. So Almighty Troll GZ, thank you. I try. Mm-hmm. This is all new to us. He's
all new.
He's like, don't quit your day job. YouTube isn't for you.
What? YouTube is definitely.
It's you gotta love the trolls, man. His name is Troll. His Almighty Troll.
Right.
So it's funny to think about.
But he's on here watching, so yes, thank you for supporting.
Thank you for it, man. Honestly. Oh man, it's been a long day. Like, how are you adjusting? How long have you been in New Mexico?
Man, under 90 days. I know that.
Damn.
Probably probably 2 months, almost 2.5 months, I'd say.
How are you adjusting to like the weather and the humidity and stuff?
Humidity's fucking weird. Right? I've never been around this driving area. It's just dry as fuck.
Yup.
But other than that, man, I'm pretty used to deserty little towns, man, because I lived in Bakersfield, California, so that's pretty fucked up over there. And it's the valley, so it's kind of the same gist as all this sand and bullshit. But I like it, man. You guys like there's no stress here. That's all I feel is like. It's easier to live because your guys' housing is fucking cheaper than California. California is fucking fast-paced living. So
it's pretty expensive.
Yeah, it's just expensive, man. So it's easier to make it out here for sure, man. That's kind of what I'm excited for, is to start fucking building rooms and doing music and all that shit, man.
It's crazy to think about, too, because people here are always like, I need to get out of here. I can't, this isn't for me. This is the one of the main things they talk about is called the land of entrapment, because you're entrapped in here.
Right, you get stuck. I can see that too, being how it could be a pit, because some people just end up never leaving because it's not, they can't make the jump anywhere else. But, I always have family back in California and shit like that too. So, I mean, I can always jump around. Yeah. But, I mean, I kind of want to plant myself here because it's nice. It's not bad to me, It's definitely chilling,
Well, I'm glad you like it, It's always good to hear the outside view of somebody that isn't from here, where they're just like, I've never been to your side of the world. It's nice. I like it.
It is. It's definitely a different experience. You just have a lot of fucking like kind of like culture in a weird way too. Like
it's weird, and town is
different. Yeah.
Well, not only like culture, but like weird history as well. I mean, dude, we invented fucking atom bomb here.
That's gnarly. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. The first nuclear warhead used in World War II was invented here.
Damn, that's pretty crazy.
We have like these national labs that actually do fucking legit science experiments, fucking, for the world here in New Mexico.
Oh shit.
Like Sandia National Labs and Los Alamos National Labs. Those are some, dude, they have top secret confidential shit. I don't doubt you can go down the elevator shaft and it's going to take you at least 30 to 40 fucking stories down.
Holy shit.
Into like this whole other world. No joke, dude. Probably they probably have bacteria, so much viruses in that just one little outbreak and we're all dead.
They probably have to, walk around in chemical suits and all that crazy shit down there. And
the bombs in the Sandia Mountains, Danielle said. Fuck yeah.
Yep. I know we were talking about that like a week or two back too, so it's kind of crazy that you're talking about that serendipity.
Yeah, so we have that fucking, we have that weird history. So it's kind of crazy to think about it. Because, I mean, it's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, you guys could blow it any time.
We could just blow it any time. That would would actually be crazy. A lot of people say if we were to go to war and they wanted to fuck somebody up, they would hit us first because of how much we've established, like, for the United States just in New Mexico.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Oh shit.
It's kind of scary to think about.
That is scary.
Like, obviously, fucking.
It hit all the other states around us too.
Right? Because like, where's the Area 51? It's just in fucking Utah, close to Arizona, right?
What?
That's like,
oh yeah.
that's not even like that far from us.
It's not that far from us. I know. Man, I wanted to go check that shit out. Cause isn't it a tourist site too? Like,
They kind of have something now as a tourist thing.
I was like, that'd be cool to check out, but.
Hey, well, thanks for joining. I'm glad you were here. He has to go. His girlfriend needs help with his homework. With her homework. So thank you for joining. Wicked Waylon.
Thank you for joining, man.
Awesome. I wanted to start the segment. Might as well do it now. Get some shit going. So I have this list here. This list of 25 words.
Okay. All right.
What I am going to do is I'm going to tell you these words. I'm just going to tell you them. And you tell me the first thing that pops in your head. I don't want any hesitation. I don't want you to think about it. If you start thinking about it, I'm gonna pressure you. I'll be like, "What's going on? Why you say something? Say something now."
Okay, all right, I got it. I got it.
25 words, and this is called rapid fire. Straight down the list. And then we'll kind of go over what you kind of said and just make fun of some of the shit that went through you.
Okay.
So let's do this.
Off the top of my head.
You ready?
Got it.
Got this. Here we go. Pizza.
My favorite food.
Island.
Turtles and little lizards.
Music.
What I do best.
Cartoon.
I watched that shit when I was little.
Black.
Black, of a color of me on the inside.
Trippy.
What I get when I'm too stoned.
Fast.
Is what I want to be.
Animal.
In bed. Animal is what I. Oh, that works for both.
Spicy.
Spicy is your guys' New Mexico food.
Damn. Maze.
Maze is what I feel like I'm fucking in my life.
Army.
Army. I didn't sign my papers.
What? Oh. Drugs.
Drugs. Don't do drugs, kids.
Oh, there you go. Public service announcement. Air.
Air is what I breathe.
Dang. Getting crazy. Pendulum.
I watched the pendulum swing.
Dang. Native American.
I dropped a Native American dude off in some apartments once. He worked at Walmart.
All right. I think I know who you're talking to. Isaiah. I know that dude. I know him. Oh, my God.
How did you know, man?
Because, dude,
he's Native American. Oh, you could tell. I was second guessing on whether he really was, but that's confirmed.
It is. We're there. We know who he is. Next time, might as well just say Isaiah.
Might as well just write Isaiah on there. Native American.
All right. 16. Scar.
Candles. Oh, Scar. Wait, 16. Wait, what? Scar.
That was number 16, which is Scar.
Okay, upper lip.
Damn. School.
Bus.
Magic
erasers.
Computer.
Porn.
What? Superhero.
Me with the cape.
Damn. Comedy.
My life.
Bleach.
A fucking show on Cartoon Network late at night.
Nice. Fame.
Damn, something we all want.
Ham water.
My sister, I call her Hammy, so I imagine her being in some water.
Amuse me,
our talk show, this place we're at.
Damn. I gotta get that applause going there. That was pretty epic. What's up here?
Man, that is quick thinking, though. Yeah,
awesome. That was cool. This list, you were the first one on this list. So
that's crazy.
This list is always going to be read. The same list is going to be read for every guest, and we'll just compare answers.
Yeah. That's dope.
Every segment. So
that gives them an idea of what they're in for, basically.
So what I'm going to do is with this one, I'm going to clip out that little segment and just make a YouTube video with just that own 3 second segment of what we did. So Thank you for that. You
Hell yeah.
were the first guinea pig on that, dude. How did you feel?
I felt like that was rapid. That was rapid fire.
Right?
Like you said, that's fun. That's a good idea. You know what I mean? If you give them no time to think, that's whatever's off the tip of their
Because like
that's
some of that stuff was pretty funny, man. Like
that was
literally.
good stuff. That was good stuff. I dig that. That was a good idea.
For number 7, that was awesome. Fast, and then it's like in bed, and then I said animal, and you're like, that's perfect for both.
Oh yeah, man, that was good. That was good, man. I dig that. You know what I mean? And
so next person on the guest, next person on the podcast, you better be ready for that.
You better be ready for the rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Let me see who is next on the podcast. Oh, we got on Friday the 9th. We have somebody named Holly. She's awesome. She's actually a burlesque dancer.
Oh shit!
So she's coming on the podcast. You gotta view that. You gotta be here. Check it out. You got to be here to check it out, bro. You guys, everyone, guys, come over, check out that. Dude.
Oh, yeah. All right, man.
It's crazy. Life in general is crazy. I'm just trying to figure out what I need to do in this life because, I don't know. I've always had this ambition to be famous, and I feel like maybe this is a cool little stepping stone.
I definitely think that you can build your foundation this way, most definitely. And I think it's a solid idea, and the more that you build onto it, and, you know, just keep putting your content out there and are consistent with your content, I think there's no doubt that, you know, all of it'll go somewhere. Even then, you will get your own line of business, you know, your own merchandise.
Right? That would be the dream.
That's what I'm looking forward to, exactly, you know, and your own logo, and, you know, that way everybody who supports what we're doing here
literally can be like, check it out, right. Bam. Because I mean, I love how you represent right there. Like that, right, man. That's legit.
It's always, you know, you always gotta represent wherever you go. It's just cool to have, you know, and it also makes your clothing, you know, it's like you have something nobody else has. So it's, you know, you're a part of something, which is always tight.
So you like that whole individuality thing?
Yeah, man. You always gotta, you know, be yourself, most definitely.
That's some good. You hear that, folks? You hear that?
Be yourself.
From Brenden himself. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
That's awesome. You know what? I'm still missing some equipment on the podcast. You know those pop filters?
Oh yeah.
Popping that pee too much. You know, that shit happens way too much. I need to get something for that. Because we're being a good at it. We're not the worst at it, but I'm going to have somebody on the guest that's just going to be fucking plucking with the plicks all over. So I need to get that thing situated.
Yeah, man. Definitely. I think, you know, I'm going to be getting a pop screen mailed to me soon here too, man. So I'll have some good equipment too.
Nice.
In the near future.
What are you working on right now? What's something in the works right now? Brenden, go.
Like rap-wise?
Rap-wise. Tell me what you got working on.
Man. Like something I wrote earlier? Like literally? I mean, I work on stuff frequently. Like, I try to write at least once a week or fucking at least, you know, once every 2 weeks. Just like.
So you always at least try to have something written.
Right, always, man. I mean, I'm off the top of the dome too. You know, it goes both ways. But whatever I can't memorize in a day, yeah, it's right on my phone either way.
No, I see what you're saying because I take that same kind of concept, but I use it in comedy. Like, I either have some skits or like little jokes that I have written down. Right. That I think are gonna work or that might work, and I can always go off top of the head, you know, just fucking try to make somebody laugh out of something. So that's one of the like mediums that I always found that was cool. Is like I always kind of like writing is the same as like music producing and script writing, like ideas. It's constant ideas coming out.
Right, it is, and it's yeah, because basically if you can do that, then you can do entertainment. You know, if you can write music, you can basically act in movies. You know, it's all kind of the same concept once you really like.
Do you think so?
Once you exercise your brain, I feel to be like in certain limelights, and you know, like you put on personas for certain things and learn how to develop character. And yeah, like when you are rapping, I guess you are in a sense learning how to act and really get your words down, things like that. So I think you know, with fame and with all, you know, the popularity of who you become if you do become that big. I think, yeah, you're kind of an actor in a way too, where, you know, you fall into the entertainment business. It's all kind of, you know, it's all kind of the same shit, man.
I guess I see what you're saying. Because you see different people transition into acting.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
dude, like
Tupac was an actor.
That shit was crazy. Fucking Ice Cube. Ice Cube's an actor now. Like, what the hell? You're so hardcore. Now you're like going on trips with your kids. What the?
They're all fucking, or ASAP Rocky. I think he's an actor too, partially. You know, yeah, fucking, man. They all
like
they
even
all
like
transition well.
Professional wrestlers. Like what the fuck? The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, he's always been in acting for a while. Mm-hmm.
Here's a straight off the top of whatever the fuck we're talking about. What would you feel if he ran for president?
Who, The Rock?
Yeah.
Ooh. You know, I feel like he's a good heart
What?
Dude. I feel like he's probably not the worst guy.
What's he gonna do? Choke slam me?
That's
you don't believe what's going down? Bam!
Yeah, you know, he'd probably fuck you up if you know what I mean, ever tried to like assassinate him or something. But I feel like he's probably a good dude, you know. He just looks like he's on steroids.
Here's another potential presidential candidate. Oprah Winfrey.
Oh damn! Oh god.
What do you think about that?
Like her young self or like her?
No, her now. Her Oprah Winfrey now.
Oh damn! I think Donald.
You get a car. You get a car. You get a car. That's what we're ready for.
You get a lot. You know, I feel
you
like
get a bailout. You get a bailout.
I feel like Oprah. Fuck, man. Maybe back in the day, you know, she might have been a better politician, but I think now she Donald Trump called her out like the other week on some shit. About one of like her interviews or something that came up recently. I don't really know too much about that type of shit, but
that's another crazy thing too that we kind of like strayed away from was like, what do you think of our president now? Like,
politics,
like, dude. I mean, obviously, I get the whole anarchy thing, and you know, you don't like them, but
yeah, I mean, I just don't like forms of government in general, just because you know, I feel like me in my life have been pulled over like fucking 20 to 30 times. I really lost count at some point, but
for no reasons, probably.
Right, always no. I mean, you know, you're always doing something wrong, you know, or you know, yeah, you know, you're always doing something wrong in my world, but yeah, man, I feel like just my numerous encounters have just kind of made me not like what the system has to offer, you know. I mean, I think Obama was chilling just because, you know, I was on like his medical and shit.
So you got some benefits off of it.
Right, exactly. But Donald Trump, fuck no. You know, I don't really know what he's gonna do. I mean, I'm partially just hoping that they assassinate his ass, but we'll see.
Dang. There's those trigger words. Words.
I know.
I'm just, dude.
That was kind of deep.
This is what we do this for, right? I want to be a free speech person. I want to say what I want to say.
That's true, man.
Like, dude, it happens.
Well, I just, you know, I'm hoping that they put in somebody crazy for you know, next president. I'm hoping that they actually put in somebody that's gonna serve some justice. Cause
Bernie Sanders. Everyone makes fun of him because he's gonna die in office. He's so old.
He probably is, man.
He's so old.
Motherfucker, but you know,
he's got some good ideas.
I think everybody was rooting for him until he got fucking
pushed out by Hillary.
Yeah, basically. And I don't know, man. Would she be the first? She'd be the first woman president, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. See, they weren't gonna let that shit happen.
Not yet.
No, not yet. At least, you know. All right. But I think that'll happen one day for sure.
Sooner than later.
Depending on ethics, man.
Dang.
Man, maybe in the next 30 to 40 to 50 years for sure.
Well, I mean, there still is that women are still treated unfairly. I mean,
right,
even in the workplace and stuff.
Right.
So
even in the workplace, right? I think we're still. I mean, like I think they all have the rights and all that, but I still think we're a long ways from
getting it all squared away.
Right,
Everyone's
right.
in a perfect circle. We're all good with what's going on.
Right, man. It's still gotta be squared away, but you know.
Don't worry.
We empowering you women. You know,
women are amazing. We love you, women. You guys are awesome.
Women who don't need no man.
Yo, AJ Coley, what is up?
AJ, Austin Jones, my middle last name.
Dang.
AJ's.
Austin Jones?
Austin Jones.
And where does the Austin come from?
Fuck, dude. I think my parents were just high.
What? That sounds like something like, like Southern, like a good old hick name.
Brenden Austin Jones.
Brenden Austin Jones.
How you doing there?
That's
Hello,
awesome.
how may I help you? Welcome to Petco.
I know, right? That's crazy. So you're gonna get that lizard tomorrow?
Oh, the little fucking. I don't really know what that. It's an amphibian. Yeah, man. We're gonna get that thing. I wish you could show them what this thing looks like, but yeah, the axolotl's fucking.
Look up axolotl, guys. You know you're on the computer.
AXOLOTL. It's a weird ass fucking.
It looks sick. So
it does.
It does both out of water and in water?
No, I think it just stays in water, but I'm not really 100 on that.
Because that picture over there in the corner, it looks like it's kind of out of water, right?
Yeah, it looks like it's getting out of water, but I can't really tell. Maybe they're fucking suffocating him and putting him on air like SpongeBob.
They're like, let's just get a picture with it.
Yeah, so apparently we're getting a black ass one. The albino ones are cool too, but I guess we found a local breeder today just by random, so it was just kind of random actually.
That's crazy. So obviously the albino ones are a little more rare, probably a little more expensive.
Yeah, probably a little more expensive. Yeah. But the black ones are still ill too. Like you don't really see them as much. So, I mean they're cool. In their own little ways. I guess they live like 10 to 15 years, so they're kind of like an investment. So.
Oh shit! Hell yeah.
Yeah, man, that's pretty cool.
That's like more than some birds and shit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, well, fuck, dude.
It's almost like a lifespan of a dog.
And I guess they're just like fish, they're just like fucking fish, so you take
flakes and stuff. Just feed them with flakes.
Yeah, you just feed them random ass bugs or worms or fucking, little chopped up random fucking fruits and whatever. I don't know, man. Whatever you feel, I guess.
Axolotl, people. If you haven't seen it, go look it up.
Yeah, man, they're pretty tight. They're definitely cool.
That's awesome, dude. We have to. When you get it, take some pictures, post it up, dude. I want to see that shit. That shit's awesome. Name it. You have any name ideas?
I do. Its name is Finn.
Finn.
Finn from Adventure Time.
Oh, that's legit. That's legit. I could see it. See it.
Right, Finn, dude. Right. That's ill. So yeah, we got.
What are you gonna call him? Black Finn, though, right?
Black Finn. Ooh, yeah. Gotta call him Black Finn.
Because he's
Black
gonna.
Finn.
He's gonna be black.
He's gonna be black. Yep, he's gonna be black. Hopefully, I'm hoping he is.
So you don't are you gonna pick from some?
Yeah, I guess like this lady just has a big ass bucket full of them.
She's bucket full?
She's like, my son got him and he left to West Virginia and they just bred and had babies, and so like we went to a pet store to find one and they didn't have any in the pet store, but this lady had walked in at the same time and then was like, can I sell these to your store? And then I was like, hold on, what? And then it just worked out, so I took her number, and then she's like, you can pick one up tomorrow for $20. The store will sell them for like 50 to 40. So
what? Dude, buy two.
That's what I was thinking.
Damn.
That's what I was thinking, but yeah, man. Cause I want to do the same thing. If they have babies like that, then I'll just go selling them for $20 too. Just.
Damn, distributing those lizards.
Yeah, dude, you know what I mean? Fucking or just go fucking dump them all in creeks and shit and make them a local species.
Damn, isn't that dangerous?
Probably.
Probably, it's cool.
They'll adapt. I feel like a lot won't make
Kill the tadpole, people. We don't need the tadpole anymore.
No, whatever the fuck. It's a Mexican salamander, apparently.
Yes, see? It's known as a Mexican salamander or a Mexican walking fish.
Yeah, that's pretty tight, though. Yeah,
Orale. Dude, you gotta give it a Mexican name.
I know. Call it Carlos.
Orale.
Call it Juan.
Orale. And every time you talk to him in Spanish, you don't have to learn Spanish, but just get some words that you know so he understands.
I would just be like, ¿Qué es el leche 25? ¿Qué es el leche 26?
¿Cómo está?
I'll be like, eso sí que es, Holmes. What's good?
There you go, man.
That spells out socks, Holmes.
You know it. You
eso
know
sí
it.
Que es, Holmes.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have this guy saying, let's see the guy. We don't have it.
We don't have it yet. No.
He's going to buy it?
Yeah, it's going to come by next episode. I'll for sure bring him.
Dude, you got to be back on the podcast.
Right.
So you come back.
It's going to cycle around. You'll get to see me in a good while. But when it comes,
we'll get something going.
Dude,
for sure. You never know, man.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, I'm venturing off and trying to make some skit videos and stuff, man. So
Ooh,
maybe,
yeah, fuck yeah. Ooh, maybe put them in some skits.
if I could think of something, man, you let me use some of those lizards.
Yeah, man, I'd be down, man. Maybe just like a whole scene where we're just eating them shits.
What? Just like straight up.
They're just eating one. Yeah, and just whole bite.
Or just be you into YouTubers? You know, different YouTubers like Jake Paul and Logan Paul and all those idiots.
Yeah, I think I've seen them like around social media and shit like that.
I guess the idiot tasered a live rat.
Wow, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Did it do some damage? Was it cool at least?
No, it wasn't cool.
No,
it was pretty weird.
I guess I'd want to see that just for the sheer factor.
The shock, right? The shock.
Have you ever been tased?
I haven't.
No, I've been tased once and it sucks, man. It sucks.
Thank you for the sub, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was tased by a baton once.
Whoa, my God. So it's like a cattle prong almost.
Yeah, it's like a cattle prong, and it melts your fucking skin when it touches it, basically.
What? Do you have the scar still?
No, because it didn't leave one. It just kind of, like, fucked me up. Like, it just kind of woke me up, and it wasn't... yeah, exactly. It was, exactly like that.
What happened, like?
I don't know, sitting in a garage full of a bunch of dudes who were just tasing each other.
What? Oh, dude, I thought it was like a fucking cop or something.
Oh, fuck no.
Oh, my God.
Hell no. No. All my homies just managed to get a cop's fucking taser somehow.
That's crazy, dude. Oh, my God. Because, like, I've seen people with tasers and stuff, and they're like, you know, like, I have it for protection and shit like that, but, like, yeah, I've never been tased or, like...
I think I was just playing, like, Call of Duty, and in the midst of playing Call of Duty, my homie just came up and fucking me up with it, and, yeah, no, not fun. Not a fun feeling.
That's, like, not like, to stray away from that. That'd be a funny skit video, right?
That would be a funny
Go
skit
just
video.
up to rent. But it can't be a strong one, obviously.
No, just a little touch.
Yeah, right? That'd be fucking hilarious. Might get swinged on, but still, you know, you might as well try it a few times.
Well, most people would run. Most people see you coming, and they run. Like, that was... You know, that would be a good skit video, though.
Because even, like, the sound of it freaks people out.
Yeah,
like,
that's enough to make me fucking dip. You know, you always know the sound of a fucking...
And then you see those videos where cops use them. Dude, that guy's, like, looks like he paralyzed himself. Like, he's just there fucking sieging. Like, oh, my God, that's intense.
Just fucking tased. No, yeah, I don't think I'd be able to live from that. I'm good, man. You know, I'm glad I've gotten a little taste, but... yeah, man, that would suck to actually be fucking tased full on like that.
That brings up like another subject, like police brutality, man.
Ooh.
They have a lot of power over us.
They do, man. Have you ever been locked up or anything like that?
Actually, I have. I actually did go to jail.
Shit.
It was for a parking ticket.
That's bullshit.
I paid for it.
What?
But something got lost in the mail. I feel so. It never got paid for, and it ended up becoming a warrant for my arrest.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So this is what happened. I was with my ex-girlfriend and shit, and we went to Hastings, and I'm fucking stupid, dude. I got the stupid itch in my head where I was like, oh, I'm going to try to steal this stupid little thing. So I got busted. They literally bust me, and they're like, yeah, we're going to call the cops. You know, we're going to call the cops.
On it ran. Fuck that.
Everything's going to get taken care of. And, like, I was there for at least, like, 30 minutes, like, waiting for the cops. And finally, the security guard at the store was like, dude, honestly, it was a stupid thing. I don't feel like I'm just going to tell the cop that I don't want you here in the store no more. This is taking way too long. You know, slap on the wrist. You're good. Goodbye. He calls the cop, and the cop says, you cannot let that guy go because he has a warrant out for his arrest.
Are you fucking kidding me?
He came.
Oh, my God.
Fucking handcuffed me, got booked, went into everything, dude. I fucking had to put on the jumpsuit and everything.
How long? What? Like
I was literally there for about 70 hours.
Still, that's fucked up though. Still, what? Did you get bailed out or?
Yeah, it took a while, but like,
what?
We had to get that parking ticket thing situated and everything, and then the bailout money and all that. So fucking. It was shitty, dude.
That's really fucking shitty.
And then, like, you think about it, I just, like, look at me, dude. I don't look like this fucking hardcore guy who's ever been to jail.
You're right. They just get you on some bullshit like that. Because that's what I'm thinking, you know, all those last fucking tickets I just got, that same shit could happen to me.
Dude, and you look at me, dude. Look at me, dude.
Right. You're not.
I was scared, dude.
Right.
I literally thought I was going to get raped.
I would, too. Did you? I mean, that... Like, well, how was it in there, man? Like, you know what I mean? Was it scary as shit?
It was scary. At first, it's weird how they do it because, like, they put you in, like, one cell with one person. So I'm with just one guy. This guy was pretty cool. His name was like Casey or something. He was an awesome guy. He's like telling me all about his drug ventures. Like, oh, I do this. I've done this. And I'm just like, that's cool. That's awesome. And then what they do is like if they know that you're not like a super maximum threat or whatever, they put you in this thing called general population, where you're sleeping in bunks with like at least like 50 to 100 inmates in one like kind of corridor room. It's so sketchy. That room that I was literally in there for maybe about 4 hours, and then that's when they like Angel Lopez gotta come here, and they just took me back. They just like, you got bailed out. You're done. But dude, my hair was more flamboyant. I had fucking red hair.
Oh shit!
Like bright red hair, dude.
So they could have fucked with you if they really.
Dude,
right.
I was fucking scared. Like literally. And you know how stupid I was? You want to hear how stupid I was?
Let's hear it.
The first thing I fucking start doing is I fucking start working out, because I act like I'm going to be in there for years. Like, I better start working out because I'm going to be in fucking jail for a long ass time.
Fuck yeah, just start hitting them weights.
Oh, dude, because I had to set up my bunk or whatever. And then like I didn't want to fucking move. I didn't want to go anywhere. I was just like, fuck, there's like this little place where there's like 7 fucking toilets there. There's like this other room where like showers, but they're all open and shit. I was like, fuck no, man, I'm just going to sit here. And like, there was like a few people across from me fucking working out, and I was like, fuck it, might as well pretend like I'm tough. And then I started doing some push-ups, and then I'm probably fucking only made it to 20. And then I fucking got up, and then I was just like pretending like, oh yeah, fuck yeah. And then there was this one guy, I forgot his name, dude. He looked built as fuck, but he looked cool. He's like, oh, hey man, I know it's kind of creepy the first day, but it's not that bad. And like, that was it. Like, I didn't know what else to say. I didn't know what to tell him. I was just like, I just nodded my head and I just stayed there because I didn't know. I did it literally. Right. I didn't know if he's feeling me up. He's like, oh, what's going to happen with this guy? Who is this guy? What is he going to tell me? Is he going to say something wrong where I'm going to start fighting with him?
Right. He just wanted to see what you're about, kind of, right?
It was weird. It was
no
weird.
reaction is the best reaction right there.
It was fucking scary.
Ooh, man, fuck that. That's a good move, though. You showing them you know what I mean? Your muscle right there off the bat. It lets you know, Dominus, don't fuck with me.
Look at this.
I came here to work out, motherfuckers.
I'm a fucking twig, though, dude.
But still,
looked
you know
weird.
They still don't want to fuck with the man who's just hitting the weights right off the bat.
Don't fuck with that.
Don't fuck with that man.
He's got that fucking crazy in him.
Crazy ass.
Right? You remember that movie, right? Fucking, what is it called? The New Guy.
The New Guy. Yep, with DJ Qual.
What was what? Do you remember what his what that black actor's name is?
Eddie Murphy. Not Eddie Murphy. I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't know.
I remember just seeing him on the Chappelle Show.
Yeah, he was always on the Chappelle Show.
So that was, I don't know. That was a good movie, though.
That is a good movie.
That's another fucking. You into the movies? What do you watch? What did you recently go see? Have you been to go see the fucking Black Panther? Did you go see Black Panther?
No, I've been meaning to see a movie though. It's been on my bucket list for the last month straight. I've been fucking just trying to wait for the right movie to see. But I've been hearing a lot about Black Panther. Did you see it in theaters yet?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it.
What would you rate it?
Out of all the Marvel superheroes, out of all the Marvel movies, it was probably like a 7. It was good. I liked it. It wasn't no Spider-Man, that's for sure. Obviously, with all the fucking merch and nostalgic things of Spider-Man. Right. But it was cool. It was cool. I mean, it's funny to think of all the controversy that people are bringing up because of it, but it was pretty badass. Like, I don't know. You into superheroes?
Depending on the right movie, yeah. Most time, yeah. If it's a good superhero movie, then I'll watch it. But I don't. I just haven't been keeping up to date in the movie realm lately. So
what's a classic that you could always rewatch? You'll never get old. You just be like, bam, throw it in.
When it comes to like superhero movies,
anything.
Or just anything.
Anything. I'm not going vague no more.
Okay. All right. Well, shit. My favorite movie is The Whackness. Yes, it's a very calm ass movie, but it's
The Whackness.
The Whackness, man. It's about a dude who deals drugs, and it's got the dude from Drake and Josh. Which one? The fatter one. What's his name? I don't know. Fucking yeah. You know, you people know which one it is. But yeah, the Whackness. That's probably my favorite movie. It's good. He just sells a lot of weed, and it's just a story about him selling weed.
I have to check that out. I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
So that's on your bucket list. You could always watch that.
Yeah, I can always watch that. I used to watch that shit. Oh, Napoleon Dynamite.
That's up there,
always.
dude. Shut up, Tina. Eat your fucking dinner, Tina.
Alright, so Napoleon, your current event. Last week, Japanese scientists placed explosive detonators at the bottom of Lake Loch Ness to blow Nessie out the water. So Court Godfrey of the Nessie Alliance has summoned the help of Scotland's local wizards to cast and protect a spell over all who seek in the peaceful existence of our underwater ally.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like the first scene in the fucking movie where he's like sitting there reading his little fucking paper. No, you don't remember that shit?
That movie is awesome. Like,
it is. It's a good movie.
I haven't seen it in a while though.
Yeah, I've been trying to find it in stores, but I can't, man.
You're not into downloading?
I am. I just am so fucking lazy. Well, it depends. I also don't have good streaming sites. I have to like have a good site that streams, you know.
Okay.
So it all depends on what sites you use, and
I'll give you some list.
fuck yeah,
I'll write some stuff down.
So yeah, dude, I definitely need some because I've been meaning to get some better movies, man, or just go fucking hunt around here. I want to go check out all your guys' random movie shops and shit here. I've only been to a couple. I think you guys have like a crazy little game store. I don't remember what it's called. You probably know which one.
We have like some cool shit. We actually have a gaming lounge. It's fucking called.
Oh, I've heard about
Golden
that.
Guns.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Golden Guns. They need some support. Anyways, it's legit. It's like at least like a massive row of like 35 to 40 PCs. A little corner crevice for like PlayStation and Xbox gaming.
Oh shit!
They have a fucking projector where they play Guitar Hero, Rock Band, whatever you want to play. They have tournaments there all the time. Dude, it's
that sounds pretty legit.
You have to check it out. They
Isn't it for like 21 and over?
No,
right?
it's everybody.
Okay. That's not bad.
Because it's just like a little gaming lounge thing. So it stays open late. I think it closes at like 2 a.m.
Oh shit.
So you can, if you're fucking in the mood to just go fucking play League of Legends or fucking go play some Overwatch or StarCraft or something nerdy as fuck like that. It's cool. Or do you just want to throw down on some fighting games too? Fucking go on the PlayStation.
So it's just all fucking they have Xbox games or anything like that?
Dude, they have almost fucking tons of shit.
God,
You should check it out.
I'm down, dude. I'm definitely down.
I think the other place that you're thinking of is this place called The Main Event.
Probably.
The Main Event was just built like maybe a year ago, but it's just like Dave and Buster's but bigger.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to see. I know that there's like a place that basically for 21 and up, and I don't know. I'm sure Danielle knows, but
drop it in the comment section.
Yeah, she knows.
Yeah.
Maybe she does.
Dude, there are some pretty cool shit here. Like, you have to go up to the mountains, dude. Have you gone to the mountains yet?
Yeah, man. I fucking drove up you guys' crazy windy fucking mountain like a month back or so, and
just the view, right?
yeah, just checked out the view basically, and I've been meaning to hike up there too, 'cause it's like a couple mile hike, but yeah, man, I've gone to the also like the mountains that are right fucking, there too.
Yeah.
The Sandia Mountains or whatever.
Supposedly with hollowed bombs.
Yeah, supposedly with the hollowed bombs.
Damn.
Buried down in them, so right.
Sickle, dude. I honestly think it's a fucking missile silo. So like the tip is gonna be.
It just fucking opens and explodes.
Fuck! There goes China.
Fuck.
That's crazy.
Tsunamis.
You ever think China's ever gonna take over the world?
I think they could.
I think they already are, man.
Man, I think that there's a lot of them for sure.
I mean, it happens, right? I mean,
some of these look to be instead I look Chinese ones. Maybe
what?
Maybe I was stoned. Maybe my eyes were just slanted, but maybe I could pass if that ever comes down to it.
I can see that.
Just dye my hair black.
You're so zen right now, bro.
Just itty bitty.
Right?
Wang tong.
Konnichiwa, bitches.
Konnichiwa, wabaki.
You ever listen to that group Wu-Tang? The Wu-Tang Clan?
Yeah, man, everybody loves cream.
Oh, dude, I'm talking about underground shit with like the hidden chambers, fucking the 6 samurai swords, fucking dude. Those guys are crazy what they rap about. Like, they do have these like intricate lyrics about the hood and shit.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden they talk about mythological history. They're fucking going down like talking about like Genghis Kong slaying all kinds of people. Like,
it's like wordplay mixed with like actual knowledge, right?
Yeah, it's that's why I love like that kind of shit, like Immortal Technique and shit like that, because it's really like in your face and it makes you think. I feel.
Yeah. I could say that it's a lot to take in. They're always telling really gnarly stories, which is basically what I look like. Just people who have a lot of that good wordplay and just kind of know what they're saying and tell good stories. If you can tell a good story, then I'd probably listen to you. But
Storytelling. That's a skill, bro.
It is, man. It's hard to tell a good story in your music. It's hard to have like good substance for your music and what to base it around and all that stuff.
You know who are like the legit best storytellers out there? Are fucking Dungeons and Dragon players.
Really? I could believe that.
They like literally have to invent the game as they go on.
True.
So like literally they invent their character. They invent why their character does what they do.
True.
They invent what the quest their character goes through. And then you have a person known as the DM, the Dungeon Master, and he's just like totally just like the stories, and like he's like literally like
creating the whole structure for the game, basically.
And I've never played it. Have you ever played anything like that?
No, I've seen some people play it though. But
think you can get into something like that?
Yeah, man. I think you can get into anything. You know what I mean? Any type of cards, because I just love like card games in general. So.
Because I know you mentioned Pokemon.
Oh fuck yeah!
You're a Pokemon nerd.
Oh yeah, man. That's some deep rooted nerd in me.
Dude, sure. I fucking, what did I see? I saw on your Instagram, I think it was the Pikachu. How many times you've caught in Pikachu already on Pokemon Go?
Man, yeah, like 300 fucking times, yeah.
And like disappointed because it's no shiny.
No shinies, man, no.
I love how you know about that. That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Some fans out there are just like, I've been into Pokemon. Pokemon's like, dude, you know shit.
No, yeah, man. I mean, I've been rolling with Pokemon since like birth, basically.
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I was just always like passed down the games and the cards, and then like
that's the shit.
As I grew up, I was like, oh well, sell the cards and sell the games and just fucking make money off the idea of it. So now it's just kind of more of like a business thing to me in a sense, but at the same time,
you still reminisce and know about it.
I still love all the merchandise, and it's all still good stuff, right?
Do you have a favorite Pokemon?
Too many. Probably I've been trying to think of a good Pokemon to get tattooed on me, but I'm not sure what I really want, I'm not really sure. Yeah. It's good. That one's gonna take some time, but I definitely want to get my favorite Pokemon when I establish that tattooed on me somewhere.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's on the list.
I've always been an Eevee fan.
Eevee's tight.
Eevee's like my shit. I've always if I were to call myself a spirit Pokemon, it would be fucking Eevee.
So that'd be a cool tattoo too, having an Eevee on you somewhere.
Because I've seen some cool fucking pictures of where like they like show Eevee, and then all of a sudden it shows transition into all of the other like Pokemon and shit.
Yeah, he can fucking have a bunch of different forms, and
he's so unique. I like him.
He can be a wide variety of anything.
Like I was into the Pokemon game for the longest time, and that was my main goal in Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, was to catch a fucking shiny Eevee. And I never caught one. I had to breed it. I had to breed the fucking Eevee.
And you actually threw out all the eggs that you managed to hatch?
I just ended up trading them, giving them all to different people and shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because like...
But did you ever hatch a shiny?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, fuck. After how many eggs?
It had to have been like fucking at least like... What was it? At least like 17 boxes full.
Fucking eggs.
Of eggs.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, man, I've been there. I've definitely been there on that struggle. So you know the struggle of playing the game then.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy though is I got some help though. I have this fucking Pokemon master. No joke, dude. This guy has the Pokebank, and it is like legit.
Yeah.
He like has it organized so it's just like his fucking Pokedex.
Oh, so he's on top of it.
He has everything you'd ever want, dude.
Man, I need to. Well, if I get my game sent up here, then yes, I will need to trade with this motherfucker.
Hook up with this guy. His name's Matt. He's been on the podcast before. He was the last episode after you.
Shout out to you then. Oh yeah, I watched that.
Yeah, that fucker's dude. That guy is so like his mind is. He's. I don't want to say he's fucking a genius, but he's smart as fuck, man.
He's a smart guy.
He knows a lot of this shit.
I was watching the podcast, yeah.
And that's just another aspect of Pokemon to him, dude. He knows all about the breeding, EV cycles, how to get them the strongest they can be. Like, oh my god, dude, it's ridiculous. He's the one that helped me. Like, I did. There's this thing in Pokemon where if you complete your Pokedex, they give you a shiny charm to help you locate Pokemon faster. Right. The shiny Pokemon. Right. And he like literally is like, well, let me just get your game. Bam, load up my fucking Pokebank on there. There you go. Go see Professor Oak or go see the professor. Bam. Here you go. Here's your shiny charm. That's the only reason why I got the shiny Eevee within 17 boxes.
Jesus.
Because if I didn't have that, I probably was going to probably hit 40 to 50 boxes before I even get close to an Eevee.
Yeah, and on those games, there's a big ass Pokedex because you're doing you're doing like 3 or 4 or 5, 6 generations worth of Pokemon, so it's a lot of motherfuckers to fill out. Yeah, I got really big on that type of shit. Used to like build accounts online, like on Instagram for the Pokemon games, and be like, I'll sell you shinies through this Instagram account. It's basically I was saying whatever one you need, this is a good way to message me, and if you want it, I'll give it to you for like $1.
Yeah, we have some of that shit on like Facebook and stuff. You know those Pokemon groups where they're like, oh, hey man, I just hatched the shiny, and they whatever cloned it or whatever. So I'm giving away the first 5 to whoever comments on this, and then you give them your gamer tag, and they'll hook it up with one of the shinies and shit.
Yeah, that's basically like what I became in that game, just one of those giver people, because they have like all the fucking stuff to make the shinies.
Yeah, and now it's just all just you could just
in your computer and
that I don't know. I feel like that destroys the purpose though. No, you're cool, man. Yeah, I just feel like that destroys it though. Like you're not hunting for Pokemon anymore. You make Pokemon.
Yeah. Once I got to that point, I just kind of was like, fuck, the game has no purpose. So I'm
done with this shit.
Yeah, I took a break from it for sure after spending like 900 hours in that shit.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. That's a lot of time, man. But Pokemon's fun, yeah, man, for sure. It's just a different. It's an outlet, I guess, for me. It's fun to just go look for the merchandise or the cards, or like any of that shit. Same with like animals, basically. I just like to go to pet shops and it just gives me shit to do, basically.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
So, how long do you think we've been on the podcast already?
I'd probably say like an hour, an hour, or a little over an hour, maybe.
Yeah, it's been like an hour, 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
30 minutes. So, dude, I just have to say thank you again for coming. It's been an honor. Like, literally, you are the first guest for season 2.
Right, man. And in a whole new setup,
new
house for
new
him,
fucking
man.
Equipment, new everything. And it's only going to get better from here.
Yeah, man, I definitely feel that, man. Well, I enjoyed being here and all of our fans.
No problem. Thanks again.
You know what I mean? Thanks.
Give them a shout out. Tell them where they can find you. Let them know where everyone got to know where Brenden is, man.
Right, everybody's got to know. You can find me on Instagram at Brenden Jones Insight, BrendenJonesInsigt. Other than that, it's kind of like my only social media. So other than that, you won't really find me elsewhere, but yeah, everybody look forward to the music.
Hell yeah, man.
Coming out sooner or later.
I'll keep an eye out for it. I'm obviously going to talk about it more with the podcast with other guests and stuff. Be like, hey man, we got Brenden here. This is his list. Let's see what you can come up with, because he said some funny stuff for fast.
Next time we'll rap for everybody when the time comes.
Yeah, dude, it's going to be legit, man. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you had a good time. Again, thanks again for joining. This is the Amuse Me podcast. You guys remember to like, subscribe, do all that good shit, because we're going to have the next guest coming up soon.
Checking out.
Laters, guys.
East of the river. We got it out. Good stuff.